I know you liked my Ferrari flip series, which I'm not going to tell you, but we have some stuff coming out on that. 4 years ago, I started a series called Flipping $400 into a Ferrari, where I had $400 and I was going to work my way up to a Ferrari with only spending that original $400. So I bought a car for $400, fixed it, cleaned it, sold it. Bought another car, fixed it, cleaned it, sold it. All the way without reinvesting any of my own cash, only the Ferrari money, until I could afford a Ferrari. Well, the market started to collapse, it started to change. Everything started to plummet in value, so I liquidated. I dumped everything, some of which I took losses for, including my Ferrari from my Ferrari flip series. Well, the market has changed. Things have adjusted, and Ferraris are back to a normal price. This right here is my $400 to a Ferrari. The series is back. Welcome back to Flipping $400 to a Ferrari. My name is Craig. Let's get So that right there is mine. I had intentions of starting this video in a completely different way. I bought a Ferrari. I did not tell my 14-year-old son that I bought a Ferrari. I was really excited for him to come get it with me. I told the shipper specifically, don't go to my house. Wait outside the gate. I will meet you. You are not allowed in. What did he do? He texted me and said, someone let me in. I'm in your driveway. My son just called me. Dad, there's a Ferrari in the driveway. I called the guy and said, leave my yard right away. He's right behind me. I'm surprising my son with a Ferrari. Not for him. Right now. Look at this kid just sitting here waiting. He knows what's going on. He knows what's happening.
Didn't think it was ours.
So I had this whole plan of calling you and asking you to get the golf cart to drop me off to pick up a car. I didn't tell you what the car was. We bought a Ferrari. This is our Flipping $400 to a Ferrari series again. We now have a Ferrari once again. Let's go check it out. The idea that started it all, the car that started it all, a Ferrari 360 Spider. This is a very affordable Ferrari, sub $100,000 a few years ago, now sub $80,000. You can own a Ferrari that is a convertible that looks amazing, that sounds like an F1 car for under $80,000 now. It is wild. And this car is the catalyst that is going to start our $400 flip series over again, where we're going to work up through supercars. Now, if you've been following along, you knew I moved to Florida. Picked up everything, moved to Florida, relocated for reasons just like this. I can enjoy these things down here all year long. I couldn't do that in New Hampshire where I lived originally. This is the stuff that makes me happy. This is the stuff that I love working on. This is the stuff that makes me love my job. And from now on, we're back. You guys get to see us back like the old style, where we're gonna buy cars, we're gonna clean cars, we're gonna fix cars, we're gonna sell cars. This is our first episode of our second season of Flipping $400 to a Ferrari, and I am really excited to be back, and I hope you are too. So I had this whole plan of calling you and asking you to get the golf cart to drop me off to pick up a car. I didn't tell you what the car was. A Ferrari. This is our Flipping $400 to a Ferrari series again. We now have a Ferrari once again. Let's go check it out. The car is already attracting a crowd. We have the kids from the neighborhood in the area that came to see our latest pickup. Now, I bought this car sight unseen off the internet, and I don't know much about it. So we're gonna have it unloaded. Hopefully it starts right up, and I don't know, learn a little bit about this Ferrari. Cold start, we get to hear it for the first time. Dutch gets to hear the Ferrari for the first time. Local subscriber. It's not too loud, I like that. This is it, our 2002 Ferrari 360 Spider. Spider meaning convertible. Modena would be your like coupe version. I really never wanted a yellow Ferrari, but now we have a yellow Ferrari. Here is our car, here is the Ferrari. Far nicer than my original 360 was. And now, as you can see, we live in Florida. I can use this all year long. I can enjoy it now, I can enjoy it in January and February. It's not the idea. The idea is to sell it, make some money, and move on. Maybe a 430, maybe a 458. Then the end goal, because I have family, Urus, Urus. I don't know how to say it, but I know I want one. So let's see if the toolkit is in here. If we pull, should be right here. There's a little lever. If we pull that lever right there, That should pop the frunk. Go up to the frunk, see if the toolkit's in there. Is that a spider on your hand? Ooh. So with any Ferrari like this, if we open this, there should be a car cover.
Yeah,
Then the kit right here with records, and there's usually a tool kit right here, which isn't included in the car. So you can kind of tell the quality of a Ferrari and how it's cared for based on what is included. So if we open this right here, we have, there we go, the tool kit right there. And there's a tool kit right here. The whole Ferrari tool kit is right there. That would be a tire inflator, I think, that goes right there in like a leather suitcase. So going to the inside, let's check for rubber sticky buttons, because these usually get really sticky, really worn,
Garage opener.
and then really sticky and really worn here. It is the original radio. Yeah, the buttons aren't all sticky. The leather's not cracked. Huh, this car is pretty clean.
Oh, there is a crack there in this. Oh,
Let's go right here. We're gonna pull this. That goes to your trunk so we can see the engine compartment. So let's open this up. Opens well. We have a 360 exhaust, so that's an aftermarket exhaust. It does have its catalytic converters in the original air boxes. The manifolds need to be cleaned and they're faded. I want to open this.
I wouldn't do that.
Watch your face, guys. This shouldn't be hot because it hasn't been running. See where the coolant levels are. It's not low.
Okay, that's good.
And it's clean.
Okay,
So that's a good sign too, because sometimes the transmission fluid will leak into the coolant on these cars, and it can be really, really catastrophic. This car is actually cleaner than my red 360 was, which is really, really nice to see this way. I pulled the Carfax. I have service records for it, spark plugs, timing belt, water pump, all those things that have been done. The brakes have been done. The the tires are decent tires. They all have great tread, aftermarket wheels. The leather's not all warped right here on the dash pads, which is nice. We do have some wearing on the plastics, but the leather dash pad isn't warped, which is really great to see. The top is not worn here. This looks like a replacement top. The window's not cracked, but this is usually where you'll see stress marks. They're watching my videos out there. So this car, let's see if the locks work. Usually the locks don't work on this car. I have one set of keys. Yeah, they lock and they unlock. Okay, that breaks. Usually there's plastic pieces in here that break over time. Let's start it up. Check okay. We have a check engine light on. 42,000 miles. I can't believe how clean this car really is. Let's see if the top goes down. If you've been watching my videos before, you know that the top never worked in the other one. A lot faster than my other 360 was too. Topping.
Is the door broken?
No, the door has not. We haven't found out about the door yet, but my top wasn't closing correctly. And the other one, this one, actually works. Kind of neat with this car. If you look at the gear shifter right here, the gear selector, if I lift it up and pull it back and hold it, that's how we get into reverse. We're in reverse now. Going to drive. That's my first gear. Go for a ride. It already engages smoother than my other Ferrari did, my other 360.
It's very good.
Downshifts a lot smoother than my other too. It came in a full tank of gas. A lot of little indicators about how this car was treated that says a lot. Now I think the check engine light's on because of the exhaust. I think it's an aftermarket exhaust without all the correct oxygen sensors. Years old and it still puts a smile on my face like this. You want to drive it?
Yes.
Okay. Hang on to this again for me. So if I pull both of these back, it goes in neutral. So we're in neutral right now. I'll let you drive. All right, you're up. Do you know how many kids have never even seen a Ferrari, let alone sat and driven in one? Did you just do that? Seriously? Did you get in my Ferrari with sandy shoes on and do that? Come on, have some respect, man.
I was more focused on hoping there wasn't like pipes at your diaper.
Put your seatbelt on. All right, so paddle shift to first on your right hand. Check your mirrors.
Right?
Yeah, brake on.
Right one?
Right one.
First.
All right, put your directional on. Make sure no one's coming. And they're kind of driving a station wagon. You're good, yeah. Go ahead. Go left. Neutral. So foot on the brake. Pull that back one. Now go. This isn't his first time driving, just so you want to know. Hey, don't get crazy. Shift in a second, it's easier to drive. Yeah, that's the first gear, it's low range. I think we have a little fuzz down here. Some little whiskers coming in.
So tense right now.
Good, you should be. 10 and 2. 1 foot gas, no foot brake. All right, we're good. Pull off to the side. Great job. So the AC is actually cold in this car too. So far, everything about this vehicle is better than my red 360 was. Now, wow, that sun is bright. So with this car, it was significantly less than my other Ferrari, which was the same years, same miles, significantly. I'll do another video about this car. We'll go over pricing, market drops. Now, when I sold my red Ferrari, I told you guys last year, market prices are crashing, things are changing, things are collapsing. We need to get rid of this stuff. I sold my Ferrari. I took like $1,000 loss, but I made a bunch of videos. I had fun. I reached my goal. I kept the cash. I walked away. Now the market has changed. It's adjusted. Prices have lowered and regulated. I get a puff of smoke every once in a while. I can see it coming out the back. I'm gonna have to look and see what that is. It could just be moisture, but I shouldn't be driving it much longer without checking on it. So anyway, market has changed. Market has adjusted itself. It has recalibrated. It is a different world. We are not at overpriced vehicles anymore, which is why I couldn't resist buying this car. Another video will over prices, will over market adjustments and changes. For now, Ferrari Flip Series is back on. I'm flipping the Urus. Welcome back to flipping $400 to a Ferrari. My name is Greg with Flying Wheels. Uh-oh. This isn't good. That looks like coolant. That is smoking. I hope this car isn't overheating. It's starting to overheat. That's a terrible first sign to this car. Shoot. All right, well, in our next video, we're gonna figure out what's going on with it, what's wrong with it, what we need to do to it. Already starting this way is not a good sign. Something is going on here. It looks like we're overheating from somewhere back there. That's bad news. I can hear it steaming. And then here we have a giant puddle of coolant. The car has been here for 15 minutes. Let's pop the hood. The steaming sound does not sound great. It's just venting from somewhere in front of the engine. Funny how nobody told me that this happens